Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Cam Jennings, coming at you on behalf of EpicConversions.com. Hope you're doing amazing out there. I just want to talk to you guys today about doing things you don't like doing or doing things you hate. So this is a funny subject because, and by the way, just in case you're wondering, this is Thoughts on a Walk series. I just finished my walk. I just walked for like a mile outside. It was freezing out there. But I just didn't pull out my camera and record anything. And I don't know why. I think the reason why is because I wasn't thinking about anything. I guess like the only thing that was coming to my mind was, man, it's cold out here. I just want to get this walk over. so so you're getting the walk. You're getting this like after the walk is over. I actually only walked a half a mile, and I told myself I'm gonna walk the other half a little bit later because it's too freaking cold out here for me. Whatever. None of that matters. The point is, what about doing things you don't like doing? What about doing things you hate? I can tell you, when it comes to your business, I mean, are there things in your business you don't like doing? It's still cold in my garage. Sorry, guys. Are there things in your business you don't like doing? Or the things in your business that you kind of hate, and when you have to do those things, you kind of drag your feet? I mean, I know that's how it is for me, and it's crazy because I built my business from scratch. I chose everything that I'm going to be doing. Um, so you'd think I'd have ultimate control and like I would not do anything I don't want to do. But it's just not true. It's just not the case. I'll give you an example. One of the things I don't like doing, and for some reason I always drag my feet when I have to do this, is sales pages, sales letters. Right? I don't really like doing sales letters. And you might say, well, Cam, what are you talking about? You don't like doing sales letters. You've done a ton of sales letters. You've sold a ton of products. You're right, I have. And you're right, I have done a ton of sales letters and for ton of products. And I haven't liked doing any of them. I've never liked doing any sales letters. Um, I've asked myself why I don't like doing this particular thing that I have to do all the time. I'm always having to do like sales letters and stuff. And I think for me, what I've come up with is I think it's because there's so many different like schools of thought when it comes to copywriting. There's so many different rules of thumb when it comes to copywriting, and none of them are really true rules. You know what I mean? Because what works on sales copy is whatever creates impact and gets sales. That's what the rule is. There are no rules in sales copy. It's whatever approach you want to take. Like, and I've tried a lot of different approaches in sales copy, right? And I gotta be honest, I've done really well in the past, and then I've done really poorly in the past, And then like I've found things that works really really well, and then like 6 months later they're not working very well anymore, and that's kind of like I guess the nature of the beast when it comes to sales copy. But I've heard stories about people who have sales letters that have been going strong for like 20 years and stuff. This is like old school direct mail type sales letters. I'm kind of digressing. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that like it's not just like new people who have stuff they hate doing when it comes to their online business. I think it's everybody. If it's not everybody, it's definitely me. I definitely have things I don't like doing. And sales pages are something I drag my feet on all the time. The problem with that is I can't like not do a sales page. I can't not do a sales letter. Now, could I outsource it? Yeah, I could outsource it. I could outsource it to someone else. I could find someone who I have faith in doing it. But I never want to. I always want to do it myself. So if I want to do it myself and I don't want to outsource it, then I have to find a way to do it. All right. So what I have done, like I said, I think the big barrier to entry for me when it comes to that particular problem is just too many. There's too many different schools of thought on sales copy. There's so many different schools of thought on sales copy. Now, a lot of what you hear is like Dan Kennedy's school of thought, but there's more than just Dan Kennedy's school of thought. There's a lot of different ways to go about things, and a lot of people who they feel like they go for the Dan Kennedy school of thought, they don't do sales pages like Dan Kennedy. I mean, they filtered it through their own kind of like style. So now it's like it's their thing. It's a different style. You know what I mean? it's like different like branches of like karate or martial arts or something, you know. You have like this one and then you have this other one that's a little different, but it's like a spin off of that one or whatever. It's kind of like that. So like there's like a lot of different approaches to sales copy. I even have developed my own like approach to sales copy that worked really really good for me last year. Last couple years it's worked really good for me. But you know, I sometimes I second guess myself on it because I use it to sell PLR. And like I don't even know how important sales pages are to people who buy PLR, to be honest. You know? I think that you can afford to be a far more direct when it comes to selling PLR. You don't have to tell long drawn out stories. You can really kind of jump right into features, benefits, and just kind of explain what it is right there at the front. And I think you can get them like that. You can get them to buy. But I don't think that's everything, and I don't only sell PLR products. So, anyways, what I have done that's worked for me is the first thing I've done is I stopped looking at it like a sales letter or a sales page. I started looking at it like a series of emails that I was going to write. Because with the series of emails, I'm very comfortable writing the emails, and I don't feel like it is like restricted in as far as like how I need to lay this out or whatever. I can kind of like Dan Kennedy in his Ultimate Sales Letter, he talks about like kind of like you don't like write a sales letter, you construct a sales letter. You kind of like put it together like a scrapbook almost. And I really like that. I resonated with that. And that's something that I do feel like I do with my email copy. So I guess like what I'm telling you is that for me, with that problem of finding something that I don't like doing, and I drag my feet on it, to get through it, to get over it, to get around it, what I do is I try to approach it from a different way, a way that like, and it starts out by like kind of like defining why you don't like that thing, or trying to the best of your ability to define why you don't like that thing, and then remove it, right? So for me, I defined not liking sales pages and sales letters. I defined I didn't like those things. The explanation was, I don't know if it's not to define. I defined my explanation by saying that I don't like that there's so many different ways of doing this, but they all feel very, very structured when I know in my heart that there are no real rules to sales copy. But you're always left wondering, if I just go rogue and do my own thing, and I don't do well, because I've done that before. I've went rogue, and I go rogue all the time with sales letters. But sometimes they work really good, and sometimes they don't work really good. So like, it's kind of like one of those things where you're always kind of second guessing, like, well, if I would have like followed a methodology that works, maybe I would have done better on this time around. You know, there's always like different things you think, like even though like none of it really is true. I mean, it's I could talk to you so much about sales letters and sales copy, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, define the reason why you don't like a certain thing. All right. Once you define it, try to find a way to remove it. Try to find a way to change it. Like I defined that sales letter copy. The reason why I didn't like it ultimately is just from feeling boxed in. I felt very boxed in with the sales letter. Like I was trying to adhere to some other kind of structure. I was kind of trying to model someone else's kind of style. And I didn't feel like free, even my own style. Like I put together my own sales letter formula, very, very streamlined, very short sales letter. It's no more than like 10 pages usually. And like, you know, but even that like boxes me in, you know? So like, so even that sometimes I'll be like, I don't feel like doing this, you know? But like if I look at it like a series of emails, like emails don't box me in. Emails are like I can approach this from whatever angle I want to approach it from on each email. So I can take like this bullet point feature benefit angle on this email. I can kind of take the story driven angle on the next email. I can approach it from another marketing angle on the third email. Like, so if I approach it like a series of emails, like for me personally, that solves the problem. Like I'm not writing a sales letter. I'm writing a series of emails about this product, right? And it's going to be like a combination of bullet points and emails. And like that makes me feel more free to do the sales letter. And I know that sounds like a really weird explanation. Maybe you get something out of this, maybe you don't. But that's what I do when it comes to sales letters. But the reason I brought it up is because I want you to know that if you have a problem out there that you cannot drop, you have to do it. You have to get it done to move your business forward. That's a process I use. Finding a way to approach it from a different stance, to approach it from a different standpoint, so that you can get it done, but you have eliminated the problem you were having with it, right? My problem was getting sales letters done, but why do I not like doing sales letters? Oh, because I was feeling boxed in. Okay, cool. How can I change it to where I'm not boxed in? Well, you can do the same thing with whatever problem you're facing. Whether it's, you're having a problem doing content every day, whether you're having a problem writing emails, whether you're having a problem creating products, whether you're having a problem doing this, that, the other thing, whatever it is, you can find a way around it, through it or over it. And if you have to do it, there's no dropping it. You have to do it. What you can do is you can find another way to approach it that will eliminate the thing that's bothering you, but still allow you to finish that actual thing, if that makes any sense. Anyways, that's all I got today. If this content resonates with you, be sure to get over to epicconversions.com, sign up for my free newsletter. I feel like I put my best content out by email, my best free content, so be sure to get over there and sign up. And I'll see you over at epicconversions.com. All right, peace now.